In case you are wondering, should I buy a brand new home or should I buy a used home? Can I buy a brand new home? Is it possible? A lot of people don't know, but there are opportunities out there. Let me just tell you. I know if you're gonna buy a house in Lancaster, especially West Lancaster, maybe might be a good idea to think about buying a brand new home. By the way, if you buy a brand new home, sometimes the builders don't want lenders from outside them to do the loans. However, let me just tell you about this deal and you tell me what do you think. If you're gonna buy a used home in West Lancaster, 4 bedroom, it's gonna be around $500,000, okay? I don't think you're gonna get something less than that. Recent construction, all right? This is Lancaster, West Lancaster. They're just giving you a scenario, okay? If you're gonna buy a used home, you need to compete, overbid. Maybe they're not gonna help you with closing costs. You have to go with the whole drama, okay? If you're gonna buy brand new, for example, DHR Horton, they have 40 houses available. 20 of them will be ready in the next 30, 60 days. And they're gonna give you $5,000 credit for closing costs. And they're gonna give you a special rate if you go with their lender, starting at 5.5% rate. What about that? So, is it worth it to buy a brand new home or buy a used home? Well, let me tell you this, my opinion. If you buy the brand new, of course it's brand new. Nothing like owning a brand new home. I have my own experience, I did it. Yeah, you have to go through hustling, upgrades. If you want to do upgrade, the price is going to increase. You have to see the blue tape. If there is something wrong with the house, you need to fix. However, it's a brand new home. They're going to help you with the closing costs and you don't need to overbid. You don't need to go over multiple offer situations. That is brand new home. It seems like a no-brainer if the price is the same or similar to buying a used home in the same area. Like this scenario I was giving you for West Lancaster, it's almost the same price buying a brand new home for DHR Horton for this kind of characteristic, around 2,000 square feet, 4 bedroom. It's coming with solar panels than buying a used home. You're buying a used home, like I was telling you, you have to hustle with the overbid, with the multiple offer situation. You need to do the home inspection and hopefully everything is right with the house. The good thing about buying a used home, you can use any lender like me. If you buy with a brand new construction, you can still work with me, but you're not gonna get the $5,000 credit. So bottom line, what should you do? I think it was probably confusing this video, right? I started back and forth. Bottom line, you write down the pros and the cons of buying a brand new home or buying a used home. But I'm telling you right now, because I had this client who's gonna buy DHR Horton. It was approved by us for $550, and they're gonna end up buying the brand new home. And maybe I'm not gonna do the loan, and I'm okay with that because that's what the client wants. Okay, this is what the client wants. It's okay. However, if for any reason the lender cannot do it or they have a problem, they're gonna end up doing the loan with me, and I'm gonna be matching their rate from the builder FHA if they ended up buying the transaction and they ended up getting the closing costs. So you buy brand new home, you can start rate at 5.5%. We are clear to close home loans. If you buy a brand new home and you buy the house with the team, the real estate agents I work with, and that way we have a win-win situation. We are clear to close home loans. We can match the rate the builder lenders has. And that way you don't have the excuse that you have to work with them anyway. So just tell me, what do you think? Do you think it's better buying a brand new home or buying a used home for you, your case, in your scenario? I know Santa Clarita is different. I know LA is different. But I know this particular scenario in Lancaster, West Lancaster, it might be worth it for you. Now, let's talk about appraisals. Okay, what is an appraisal? Do we need an appraisal when buying a house? Well, the short answer is most of the time. It depends on the transaction. I have closed purchase transaction with no appraisal, but those are transactions with a large down payment where everything makes sense. If you're gonna buy a house with a regular FHA or conventional with little down payment, or an investment property that you're gonna use a rental income on the property, then yes, you need to have an appraisal. And what is the appraisal? The appraisal is the report that is gonna tell the lender that the value of the property is correct based on the comps, and there is no huge or major things or issues with the property that might impact the financing of the property or might be hazardous. This is for regular traditional financing. If you're gonna do a special financing with a large down payment or a flip loan, it's different transaction, different report. But the appraisal, we need it to protect you as a buyer, to make sure the value is correct, to make sure there is no big major issues on the property, to protect the bank who have the liability, the risk of lending you the money to buy the property. And it's gonna help you to make sure the value of the property is correct. By the way, the last two appraisals we got, the value came lower, $20,000, $30,000. But that's kind of happening because the properties keep appreciating, everybody's overbidding, and all the values are catching up at the same time. So the appraisers are kind of limited with the comps, and that is just part of the market. We just need to negotiate for you and help you out. And that's pretty much what it is. Yes, you need an appraisal. The average price of an appraisal is between $500 to $800 for a regular traditional home. If it is more than 1 million or 2 million, it's gonna be maybe a little bit more, but it's important to have it. I highly recommend it. And that's it for now. By the way, baseball started with Sebastian, and spring break for the kids next week, time off. And we are going to see Brenda and the baby. All right, guys, that's it. I love you. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.